Hello, my friends. Happy Wednesday. I am just setting up here. So give me one more minute to get that done. If you're on the replay and you don't like a lot of chatter, I get it. Stop watching now. Jump over to my YouTube channel and watch the replay because I cut out all the chatter. So it's considerably shorter as well. My favorite part of Coffee and a Card is this is where I go live once a week and I get to talk to all my friends. And that is honestly my favorite part, not the card even. I love chatting and catching up with everybody. So if that's not your thing, no problems. Just jump over to YouTube and you can watch the replay there without any of the chatter. I have a lot to show you today, and so I want to get started. Guys, I'm finally doing the Poinsettia card. Are you excited? I'm excited, and it's not a fast card, so I wanted to get started so I could keep this within the half hour. I kind of cheated because I went early today, but this is the Pretty Poinsettia bundle. I love this bundle. We are only using the dies today because with it being 82 degrees at 9:30 in the morning, I don't feel like doing a Christmas card today. Just saying. So I'm going to use the poinsettia as a flower, but look at this set. Isn't this cool? I love this stamp right here. And these Christmas sentiments are fabulous. So it's not that I don't want to use these sentiments. I just don't want to do a Christmas card when it's this hot outside. So instead of the Christmas sentiment to go with these dies, I am using the All Aflutter stamp set, and I'm going to use the You Are Appreciated because I appreciate all you guys. And these are the only dies that I'm using today. So I went ahead and pulled them out, and they are these dies right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, when you make your poinsettia, you'll want to use these. You'll definitely want to use this big leaf. But today, I just wanted it to look like a flower, okay? And the reason why this is going to take a little bit of time is that these are impression dies. And I'm going to show you exactly what that means in just a moment, okay? So for our colors, we're using Barely Blush. We are using a white for the inside with just a strip of this fun paper. And this is the new Barely Blush. Actually, it's the In Color 2026-2028 In Color Gallery. And look at this, guys. It has a big check and a small check. And we are going to be using the small. I went ahead and cheated and I stamped the sentiment. Now, the sentiment in Barely Blush, you would barely be able to read it. So I did stamp it in Crisp 𝐿𝐴ntelope because I'm using those two colors for my color scheme, and Soft Seafoam. So the three inks that we're using are Barely Blush, this one, Crisp 𝐿𝐴ntelope, and Soft Seafoam. Okay, so I just wanted to show you what we are using. And I'm going to go ahead real quick and I'm going to glue all of these down just so that we've got that part out of the way. Because once I bring my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine out, then there's not going to be any room on this table for anything else. Working in a small craft area has its advantages because I tend to keep my space clean. Let me show you that strip just at the bottom. Wow, the sun's really bright, so I hope the color's going to work. Because when I work in this small of a space, I tend to keep it cleaner. But when I'm filming, it is a real challenge, not going to lie. Now, I could have used the bigger check, and it would have looked great. But I decided to go with the smaller plaid, I don't know, just because. Okay. So there we have everything glued on. We're ready to go. Okay. Now let me show you what we're going to do next. We are going to die cut as normal with our cut and emboss machine. And I'm going to try to put this up so you can see what I'm doing. And we're just going to do our normal sandwich, right? Nothing spectacular with this because it is just our normal die cutting sandwich. So we have the main platform, number 1, number 2, shim, number 3, the cutting plate, acrylic cutting plate. So 1, 2, 3. And then we are going to put on just this 4-leaf. It's supposed to be for the flower, but I'm going to use it for the leaf. And I need 2 of these. So let me run it through. I love the Cut Emboss machine. It is so smooth, even when you've got extremely well-loved acrylic plates like I do. And I got to find my Take Your Pick tool. And I'm going to push this out because I want to show you something. Now, can you see that that is embossed? It's got the little lines in it is what I mean. So keep that in mind. Now I'm going to move these out of the way. I'm going to move my machine down for just a minute. And once again, we used this 4-leaf. It's 4-petal, to be honest. I'm using it as a leaf. I'm just going to push that out. Now, one thing I will say about these dies that you guys need to be a little careful with is that there's not a lot holding them all together here. So you have to kind of be gentle with your cardstock. Now, what I'm going to do, you can see, I want to show you the petals. Wow, the sun really makes us look deeper than they are. That's cool. And I'm going to put them on my scratch paper. I am going to take soft seafoam ink. So same color as the cardstock. I'm going to take a small blending brush. I'm going to see if I can get this in camera range. And I am going to lightly sponge ink on here. And I'm going to do this now before the next step, because now these are the colors I'm using today are very light. The crisp cantaloupe is actually the darkest color. Now I'm only doing the ends, guys, because I'm going to be covering up the center, so I'm not going to take the time to do that. Let me just do this. I want various shades, so I want some really dark, some not so dark. Okay. Let's see, let's get a little bit more green on some of these. I love sponging. It's literally one of my favorite things to do. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I think that's good enough for now. And I am going to get all this back out of the way. It's like teeter-totter here on my desk. Oh, bring the Cut Emboss machine back out. And now I'm going to show you how they work as impression dies, okay? So first, let me start my sandwich, because my sandwich is totally different. We want, oh, and I should show you the impressions plate. So let me get this on here first. Okay, so platform 1. And then the other 2 that we're going to be using, we're using plate number 4, which also comes with your Cut Emboss machine. So this isn't something extra that you have to purchase. This is what you use when you're using a 3D embossing folder. Okay. And then you can see I've used this a lot. This is our impression. I don't want to call it a plate. It's more of a mat. This is our impressions mat. It is very staticky. I really wish I had run a dryer sheet over it or our embossing buddy over it before I used it, but it's just ugly. It still works. And you can see it's very floppy. And what it's going to do is it's going to help press the die into the cardstock for the impression part of it. Okay. So there are 2 ways you can do this. I'm going to show you how to do it using the instructions that come with the impression mat. Okay. because I want you to see it how Stampin' Up! Tells us to do it. There is another way you can do it, so you may see somebody else do it a different way. Whatever works for you. This actually works for me the best, and I'll show you why. Because what we're going to do, platform 1, I forgot platform 2. So we want platform 1, platform 2. I love that they're numbered, makes my life easy. Then we want the die. And what we want to do, and hopefully I can find the die, is we want to put the paper back into the die, and we want it, the side I sponged, you can tell this is got the veins in it. This doesn't, right? So we want it down, and this is the only hard part because I don't like puzzles. Let me see if I can figure out which is which. I'm in a really bad angle, which is not helping. Okay. So the reason I like to do it this way, the other way that you do it is you have to put it down. And I find that if I hadn't have sponged it, it would have been really easy because you guys saw that I had to punch it out with my Take Your Pick tool, right? But because I sponged it and took it out of the die, I had to put the cardstock back in. And to be honest, when you're not taking it out, it's much easier to just flip it over and use it because your paper stays in your die really easily. Okay. Now we're going to put on the impressions plate, and then we're going to put on plate number 4. So let me repeat my sandwich, although I'm going to have to do this again. Platform, which is number 1, shim, which is number 2, die up with the cardstock in it face down onto the die, the impressions mat, and plate number 4. And then we are going to run this through. And if you look here, I don't think I'm on camera where that is. If you look here, you're going to see as this goes through, it's going to push the impressions mat out. See how it's pushing that out? That's totally okay. That is not a problem at all. It's just that it's foamy, so it's going to move. Okay. So let me show you what this does. Oh my gosh, you could feel the static electricity on that mat. Ugh. Okay, so I'm going to try to show you this. Let me pull this out. This is the one that we just did. And this is the one that we did before the impressions mat. Can you see how deeper that impression is? Isn't that cool? It really brings out that beautiful impression of the leaf or whatever you're die cutting. So look for those in the catalog. I think we've got 3 or 4 impression dies. They will say it, but isn't that cool? I just love that. Let me know what you guys think of that. I just think it's so cool. Hey, Leanne, thanks for joining us. Susan, I think it's amazing too that just running it through once gets that. Okay, so let's do one more. All right, now we've got our base plate, our shim, so 1 and 2. Now we're going to use the impressions mat. We're going to put down plate number 4. Man, I love plate number 4. And I think the impressions mat is $11. I'm not going to swear to that, but I think that's right. So it's not a major purchase. Everything's a major purchase these days, isn't it? But it's not like it's $50 or something. Okay, cool. Now I'm moving this out of the way because it's irritating me. Okay. And let me get all my other plates out of the way. And then let's do the reveal. I've been using my new hot foil system all last week and this week, and reveal is becoming my favorite word. All right, and there we got it. So you can see, if I bring it up closer, maybe you could see. You could see that because I sponged it first, it got into the lines when it went and embossed it. So that's why I went ahead and sponged it first. I'll be totally honest, it's a heck of a lot easier if you sponge it last, but okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, first of all, take this die and put it back on my magnetic sheet so I don't lose it. I am going to bring out my brush again, only because I'm going to put it on my finger and I'm going to lightly sponge the edges I can also use my bone folder, and I'll do that on the other one. And that, just see how we're starting to curl that? Can you see how that's kind of curled? Maybe if I do it that way. Now the bone folder works great. This bone folder is one of my favorite tools, as you guys know, but you have to be really gentle with this particular paper because you've run it through the cut and emboss machine twice. You've sponged it, and it's got a very narrow center right here. So when you use your bone folder, look how well that does that though. Just be very careful. And I put my thumb right in the center here so that I can't pull it and tear it. Ask me how I know that it will do that. And it's just really easy to do this. Not hard at all. Now, you can use glue dots, but I am actually going to use glue, which is probably silly because I don't know why I'm doing that, to tell you the truth. I think probably because I can move it around, which, as you guys know, is important to me. You got to figure out where you want it to go. So see, I can move it with the glue. With the glue dot, you really can't move it that much. Okay, now what I've done here, I will explain to you what I've done here. I've done 4 of these, all 4, including this one, in Barely Blush. And I have sponged it with a combination of Barely Blush and Crisp Cantaloupe. So I get a little bit of dark there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to build this up where I put the Stampin' Dimensional on this one. Can you see that Stampin' Dimensional? Just so that, and this is where it gets difficult for me, just so that it gives it a little bit of height. Now you can see I'm missing a whole bunch over here. So I am going to put glue here, and I'm going to try to really make that come out so it doesn't look quite so bare over there. Whoop. Now I will say one thing about the glue dots, they hold it faster. Okay, let me just hold that. And I'm going to show you one other thing here in just a minute. And then this one is extremely fragile, but I want to show you that not only, I don't know that it'll show, not only did I use more Crisp Cantaloupe on this, so it was darker, I also colored it with 𝐒𝐭𝐚𝐦𝐩𝐢𝐴. All right, let's see. All right, there we go. So we're just going to leave it like that. I don't know if you can see the 𝐒𝐭𝐴. Probably not. Now, I have a great big empty spot right here, and I don't like that. And every time I do this, it looks different. So I'm going to turn this over, and this leaf right here, I'm going to, do I want to cut that leaf or this leaf? Decisions. I actually have 2 right here that are almost hidden. So I think I'm going to take, this is tough. I want one more leaf, and I want it to go right here like that. So I probably can do it. I was going to cut it off, but I think I can do it just by putting a little bit of glue right there. So let me stick the glue right here and then turn it just so it feels a little bit fuller. Okay, I'm going to take another Stampin' Dimensional, and I'm going to put it right in here. Then I'm going to bring our card back out. Make sure I've got it the right way. And I'm going to put it in the corner. So I need to, I think I'm going to do it like that. And I'm just going to stick it down, which kind of defeats the purpose. What I did is, this is 1/2 inch by 3.5 inches. And I just took my scissors and cut it at an angle. And what I want this to do is go like this, but I have to be careful because, okay, because I don't want the end of the paper to show. I think that's kind of cheesy. So I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut that really close and see if I can make that work. Yes, just barely. Okay. So, and that's because that's where I added that extra leaf. Isn't that funny? Okay, I'm just putting dots of glue here. Okay, and we'll just line this up. And where that U is just going to peek out of there. And then to finish it off, these are the new in color dots. And I'm actually going to take Calypso Coral and put that right in the center. But because this is over so far and it looks kind of off, I don't know if I'm going to like this or not, but we'll try it. I'm willing to be experimental with my dots. There we go. What do you think? Does that make it look less off center? Wow, that was really off center. And there you have it, friends. Quick and easy in that the machine does all the work. You just have to run it through your cut and emboss machine twice, but it's really easy to do. Let me hold this up. You can see that because we sponged it, you've got all that variation of color. Let me just open the inside. And we've got the inside with the 1/4 inch strip, which just came off when I trimmed this. So very quick and easy to do.